Don Jr., is this how you trying to prove you a real Trump? Is this it? Is this how you get into the club? Is this how you get into the club? This how you get acceptance from daddy? Huh? You need an Epstein Pass? What's this? You know how many bankers got daughters that weren't dealing with Epstein? It was a whole lot of them, but you chose the one that was. Shout out to all the subscribers and the members here on the channel. Don't forget to like the video. My name is Reese Waters, and I'm troubled. Don Jr., your pappy ain't gonna make it.
Are you attending your son's wedding this weekend, by the way?
He'd like me to go, but it's going to be just a small little private affair, and I'm going to try and make it. I'm in the midst. I said, you know, this is not good timing for me.
Hey, Don Jr., it is bad timing. Didn't you see it was talking about the arch on the screen? The arch was right on the screen. How you gonna go to your wedding when he gotta monitor the building of an arch to himself? And his hand is still brown. You don't want him showing up with a brown hand. Hey, look on the bright side. Look on the bright side. Can you imagine that speech that you just dodged? Come on now. He be out here blaming all your exes and say they was radical leftists that kept you away from true love. You know what I mean? That's what he would call your ex an enemy of the state and a domestic terrorist. Say what now? From the Office of United States Ambassador to Greece, Her Excellency Kimberly Guilfoyle, I too will not be attending the wedding due to a prior Memorial Day commitment to kick off the start of motorboating season in Sag Harbor. I hear that's nice. I hear that's real nice. You know, at least your bride to be can avoid all this drama. Translation: if I won't be the center of attention, I'm not going. Donald J. Trump is a piece of S malignant narcissist. The bride should be grateful that her wedding won't smell like a poop-filled diaper at least. Yeah, I heard about that. And imagine how many extra flowers you would have had to buy to match that scent. You know, look on the bright side. Now what's she mad about? Donald Trump Jr.'s wedding. New wife wanted White House wedding. He reportedly shot it down. Don Jr., you shot it down. Donald Trump Jr. and Bettina Anderson are on a dream wedding weekend in the Bahamas, but it might not be their dream scenario because a new report indicates the bride wanted to wear white in the White House. CNN, citing multiple sources, reports Anderson initially floated the idea of a White House wedding, but Don Jr. didn't think it was a good call, citing the war in Iran as a major reason why. Anderson ultimately agreed with her now husband's assessment. Don Jr. Don Jr., you told her you couldn't have it in the White House because of the war in Iran? Why they building the whole ballroom? Hey, that's like when you make up excuses why somebody can't sleep over your house. You don't want to tell them that you grounded. You just got to make up we got family coming in town this weekend, so you can't come. Nah, I can't meet you neither, or leave the house. They don't like when I do that. President Donald Trump also reportedly told allies he didn't think it was a good idea either, so it sounds like everyone was on the same page here. Don Jr., why is he talking to allies about your wedding? Why is that a conversation? And by the way, did you know he wasn't gonna go before he did the whole press conference, or is that how you found out? Don Jr. absolutely loved the idea of a White House wedding, one insider told Rob Shooter. but Trump's focus right now is legacy, the election, UFC, and global issues, not flowers, seating charts, and cake tastings. Wait, say that again? Say that again? Did you say UFC? You say, I'm sorry, did you say UFC? The White House wedding idea quietly disappeared. Honestly, Trump sounded far more excited discussing UFC at the White House than wedding plans. Bruh, I've asked this question before. Does he care about anybody? I mean anybody. Anybody. We know about the Democrats. We know about the black and brown people. We know about women. We know about LGBTQ. We know about non-Christians. We know about former MAGAs. Does he care about anybody? Anybody at all? He doesn't really care about anyone except himself, not even his own family members. Well, we've seen that. We've definitely seen that. Hey, this is worse than when he snubbed Tiffany. Hey, Don Jr., this is worse than when he snubbed Ivana. She's still over there by the golf course? Trump has just announced he will not attend Don Jr.'s wedding this weekend due to circumstances pertaining to government. Trump's official schedule shows he'll be spending the weekend at his golf resort in New Jersey. His golf resort? Who released that schedule? Trump, who? You wanted to spend some more time with Ivana? Is that it? Now let's see here. While I very much wanted to be with my son Don Jr. and the newest member of the Trump family, his soon-to-be wife Bettina, circumstances pertaining to government and my love for the United States of America do not allow me to do so. I feel it is important for me to remain in Washington, D.C. at the White House during this important period of time. Congratulations to Don and Bettina, President Donald J. Trump. During this important period of time, you mean during the planning stages for UFC? Is that what you mean? Oh, we got a community note. Donald Trump is not attending his son's wedding because the Bahamas do not allow entry to adjudicated. Wow. You want to talk about it? You want to talk about it? Huh? No, I think they did notice. I think they did. There's a rumor that Donald refused to go to Don Jr.'s wedding in the Bahamas because the authorities down there have an old warrant for trafficking. Ooh, 60,000 likes. Hey, Trump, you beefing with Elon Musk again? Huh? The Epstein stuff getting out. It's flying free now. Trump isn't going to his son's wedding in the Bahamas. Imagine being his son and knowing you're the only kid Trump won't go to an island for. Don Jr., they gonna drag you. Yeah, they gonna drag you.
They're about to drag you. They're about to drag you in these comments. In these comments. In these comments. Oh, they're about to drag you. Hey, they're about to drag you in these comments. In these comments. Screenshots say whole thread on fire. You type too quick, now they all inspired.
Honestly, Don Jr., I didn't want this for you. I didn't want this for you. I really didn't, you know, because you didn't choose. Is this true? How did I only just discover that Don Jr. is marrying the daughter of a prominent Epstein enabler? Her late dad, a banker, wrote Epstein a reference letter calling him, quote, a gentleman of the highest integrity to help him get tax breaks and his island. Can't make this stuff up. Don Jr., is this how you trying to prove you a real Trump? Is this it? Is this how you get into the club? Is this how you get into the club? This how you get acceptance from daddy? Huh? You need an Epstein Pass? What's this? Do you know how many bankers it is out there who didn't write Jeffrey Epstein a letter of approval? And a lot of them got daughters. Let me tell you, you know how many bankers got daughters that weren't dealing with Epstein? It was a whole lot of them, but you chose the one that was. To vouch for his character, Epstein had turned to Harry Lloyd Anderson Jr., the president of the Palm Beach National Bank and Trust Company, where Epstein had held accounts since the early 1990s. Anderson, whose daughter is now engaged to Don Jr., wrote a letter stating that Epstein was a gentleman of the highest integrity and that he enjoys an excellent reputation in our community. Epstein's house manager later said in a deposition that he was using Anderson's bank to pay some of Epstein's victims. That's nasty work. That is nasty work. This is MAGA family values, though. If we're being honest, this is definitely MAGA family values. This is y'all's brand. Oh, look, another one. Oh, and another one. This is definitely y'all's brand. This is 1,000% y'all's brand, but help me with this part, because as much as you guys are willing to overlook some severe moral failings, I thought it was all about being there for family and protecting family. How do you explain Donald Trump snubbing his son's wedding in favor of golf and UFC plans?
So Don Jr. is set to marry socialite Bettina Anderson on like a private island in the Bahamas. Like I said, Memorial Day weekend. Obviously, it's pretty traditional for children of the president to get married at the White House. So everyone was kind of surprised when they found out that Don Jr. is getting married in the Bahamas. But apparently there is like a lot of tea about how the couple thought that having this very lavish celebration at the White House would be awkward while the Iran war is going on. So specifically the Iran war, they were like, it would be awkward because people were dying. And I guess they wanted to push the wedding back until after the war was over, but obviously it's going on for so long, they just decided to do it.
Since when do the Trumps ever care about optics of like he's literally building a giant golden ballroom right now. He's doing his like the biggest arch of all time. Like he's gilding everything. That looks equally bad.
Trump yesterday, you guys all probably saw this clip, out of nowhere decided to literally humiliate Don Jr. by saying he's like potentially not going to go to his own son's wedding. He literally said, quote, he'd like me to go. I'm going to try and make it, but it's going to be a small little private affair. I said, this is not good timing for me. I have a thing called Iran and other things. What? Like, you literally go golfing every other day. You're doing all of these random things. Like Ren said, he's like gilding the ballroom. You're all over the place and you can't go to your son's wedding.
No, also of all of the things that he does that are not like for his job, this would be the most understandable of all. Like no one would even question, like, obviously you're going to your son's wedding. This sounds like someone who really doesn't want to go.
And she raised an excellent point. She absolutely did. He actually had a legitimate excuse. He actually had a legitimate excuse for foregoing professional responsibilities, and he didn't take it. This like at work, when you constantly saying that you had a death in the family to explain away your hangover, and you finally get a death in the family. And you like, yeah, I can't come in today. I'm hungover. That's what he did. Oh, and by the way, I can't go to the funeral neither. Because it's a UFC card that I was planning to watch. So now I won't be going to Nana's funeral. This dude didn't attend his own child's wedding, but MAGA still thinks he cares about them. I mean, he told them what it was. I don't care about you. I just want your vote. I don't care. Donald J. Trump, June 9th, 2024. MAGA. No, it's not going good. It's not going good. I would say give me something, but I know it's about to be trash. I know the excuse is about to be wild. He wanted the wedding to be about the couple solely. Chill out. Yes, that totally fits the personality of the malignant narcissist, or maybe he's a malignant narcissist who couldn't handle the spotlight being on someone else for 5 minutes. Ding, 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 ding. We have a winner. You libtards would have been screaming if he went and spent taxpayer money. I can't tell you just how brilliant libtard makes any sentence sound. It really, the credibility just goes through the roof when you throw libtard in there. I love that. We all respect it. He's spending over $10 million of our tax dollars at his Bedminster Resort golfing this 3-day weekend. You've made a demented sociopath your entire personality. Ding, 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 ding. We got a winner. He's the president of the United States and has a job to do. If Don wanted him there, he should have gotten married at Mar-a-Lago like Scavino did. If Trump had left the country today, you'd be complaining about that. You said he got a job to do? You on True Social? He's literally holding a rally right now before spending the next 3 days golfing at his resort on our dollar. You worship an awful person. That says a lot about your moral character. Don Jr. tried to have the wedding at the White House, but Trump shut that down. But he will give a giant MMA fight at the White House at our expense. Don't you get it? He only does what serves his own interests and keeps the spotlight on him. Nah, they don't get it. They don't get it. But I imagine Don Jr. probably should get it by now. You know what I mean? He has known his father for quite some time. Don Jr. is the worst one because he actually stood up for his mom and cut off contact with this piece of S before Don Jr. realized working for a living sucks and went crawling back to daddy. So stuff like this is incredibly funny. Don Jr. Don Jr. Is that true? Come on. You're his namesake, and y'all don't got no better bond than that? Donald Trump didn't want to share a name with Donnie Jr. in case he was a loser. Hey. And then the MAGAs get mad when they're like, oh, he was supposed to be hurting them, not us. This how he did his son. His mother, Ivana Trump, dropped some clues as to why Lil Don is such a turd in her new book, Raising Trump. In it, she recounts this heartwarming family memory. When Donald arrived in a boardroom or took his seat on an airplane and the door closed, that was that. If you weren't on the inside, the meeting or the flight would start without you. Donald once left Don Jr. standing on the tarmac for being 5 minutes late to the airport. Then on Good Morning America, Ivana recalled Donald Trump Sr. not wanting to give his son his name. I said, why not? Ivana said. He said, how about if he's a loser? Hey, Trump, you can always take it back. You can always take it back. I think you probably, you know what I mean? You seen Don Jr. You seen Don Jr. You know, you president, you can take it back.
Junior, I told you, I'm not going to your wedding because of a thing called Iran, all right? I'll go to the next one. Okay, bye. Guys, like people don't understand how busy I am these days. Zelensky, sorry, I can't deal with this. I got a thing called Iran. Taiwan, hi, yeah. No, sorry, I need those weapons for a thing called Iran. Take you on a date? A date? Melania, I got a thing called Iran. Ah, geez, not this guy again. Hello?
Donald, it's Bibi. Quit stalling. It's time to do the thing.
What thing?
The thing you've been talking about.
Oh, that thing. Well, you see, the thing is, I got a thing.
Another thing?
A thing called Cuba.
All right, so at least you pretended to be working during this period of time. I mean, the whole thing about the golf and your schedule, that was ill-advised. But as long as you stay inside and put your phone down. Put your phone down. Here's what Trump did today instead of attending his son's wedding. Trump, you told your son and the world that it was a bad time for you, and you spent the wedding posting memes. Why would you? We all know to stay off your phone when you gave the excuse why you can't be there. You know how bad a look it is when you can't get in touch with somebody and you see they all over social media. You did that to your son during his wedding. Well, what was so important? Let's see, we got the Dow Jones at an all-time high. China loves Trump, but Trump doesn't love his son. We got a Ro Khanna meme. We got President Trump is fighting to save AM radio and an AM radio post? An AM radio post? Hey, do you got a post about microfiche? What about the Telegraph? The United States of the Middle East. Oh, that's a doozy. You with the president of China. Hello. That's what you... Oh, imagine your father misses your wedding and you see Hello Greenland on his... But then you probably know what it is, though. Your expectations, your expectations for Trump probably got to be the most realistic out of everybody's, even more so than mine. We got Thomas Massey, because you getting involved in that isn't a problem. Old cars, we got the Senate, the reflecting pool, which is a problem, by the way. You bragging about your TikTok view statistics as if that isn't skewed in your favor. Who brags about things like that? You probably the same kind of person that show off that Nobel Peace Prize you didn't win. We all miss the huckster. Huckster. A little bit too honest, huh? It's a little bit too honest. Oh, praising Robert E. Lee. Well, that's on brand now, isn't it? That's gonna go great. It's perfect. Got posting Laura Loomer. That's not gonna help the rumors. Hey, Trump, what you could post is something about the wedding. That would probably be, nope, nothing about the wedding whatsoever. MAGA. Honestly, it was bad enough that you guys' brand has become PDFs and PDF enablers and protectors. That's bad enough. It's bad enough that Don Jr. was marrying somebody who was associated with Epstein. It's bad enough that Trump didn't attend said wedding. And it's bad enough that he's out here S-posting during said wedding. Now, President Trump just posted this scathing message about Dem Rep Ro Khanna, a Democrat. Don't allow this lying sleazebag on Fox News. Sleazebag Ro Khanna. MAGA. Are you hyping up an 80-year-old man posting racist memes during his son's wedding? Is that what it's come to? Is that what it's come to? Hyping up an 80-year-old man posting memes during his dad's wedding. The brand is strong. From Ro Khanna, congratulations on your wedding, Don Jr. Sorry for distracting your dad with this important work. Hey, he gave you the congratulations you was missing. He gave you the congratulations you was missing. Oh, that MAGA family values. You get a whole congratulations from Ro Khanna you ain't get from Pappy. But you probably used to that at this point then, huh? Yeah, Yeah. Hey, Don Jr. Trump said what? Trump said he was gonna make it right. You believe in that? You believe in that? Donald Trump Jr. and Bettina Anderson are hoping to have a future wedding celebration at the White House. Don Jr., you know better than that. You know better than that. Come on. Hey, this man made the Army's anniversary about himself. You know better than that. Come on. Hey, your wedding celebration is going to be in between rounds during the UFC White House event. That's what that's going to be your wedding celebration. Oh my gosh, Don Jr., this is crazy. This is crazy. Well, say something. Say something. We need you to say something. Honestly, I'm concerned for you.
Totally shocking breaking news. The fake news is trying to draw a wedge between me and my dad, the coolest guy. And that guy is just trying to make America great. Sorry, libs and fake news that you don't like America being great. Too bad. My dad's already making it great, okay? He's making it great. So, yeah, I'm getting married this weekend. No big deal. Is my ex-wife invited? I kind of had to. And I'm sort of taunting her because for a while it was sort of annoying that, like, she was fucking Tiger Woods. And I'm not like my dad. I'm like, okay with her dating a American American. It's like, okay to me. Like, my dad might not be so cool with it, but I'm not a racist. My dad's not racist either, but I'm even less racist than even my dad could possibly be. So I just didn't like the fact that my daughter, who I think I can say is hot now, like my dad always said, you have to wait till they're 16 before you call your daughter hot. So she's like in college, so I can definitely call her hot now. She plays golf, kind of good. Okay, no big deal. And she loves hanging out with Tiger because he's a little better at golf than I am. So she's sort of getting great tips. And am I comfortable with Tiger? And it has nothing to do with the fact that he's black. Just that he bangs a lot of chicks and my daughter's hot. And like, you're already banging my ex-wife, bro. Like, stop grabbing my daughter's hips while you teach her how to swing better, okay? Like, no big deal. Just stop it. And so now my dad says he's probably not coming to my wedding this weekend, which is like totally cool. Joe Biden still loved Hunter Biden even after he had sex with his dead brother's wife. Some people would call that unconditional love. I would call that insanity. That's radical left insanity, okay? My dad is not like that. He won't even come to my wedding when I've done nothing wrong. Okay, he tells me I have to earn his appearance at my wedding, which is very cool. And I wouldn't want my dad to just show up just because he's my dad. I would want him to show up because I'm cool and he thinks my new wife is hot. Okay? We don't do unconditional love in the Trump family. Everything is earned, except for the money he stole from Grandpa and the money he's stealing from the American people and the dignity of the women he assaulted and his kids' affection and well-being. He doesn't seem to care about that, but whatever doesn't kill you makes you do more coke has always been my saying. So Hunter Biden, Joe Biden, total losers. My dad's cool, and he's going to prove it by not coming to my wedding.
Hey, Don Jr., you got a little... Well, do you, man? Thank you guys so much for watching the video, and special shout out to Carrie, Sharon, Jay, Andy, Jeremy, and Benjamin. And also Benjamin, there's multiples. They've made up my research squad, and really we couldn't have made it to this point without you. A huge thank you from me to you.
Thank you.
Now, as far as you guys are concerned, I've heard all your feedback. I know what you're wondering. Where in the world do we get They About to Drag You? Where can I download They About to Drag You? We have gotten bombarded with comments and emails about They About to Drag You. I would like to give a shout out to our editor here on the channel, my man Denzel. That is his baby. That all came from his mind and laptop. If we're being honest, that's pretty much what it came from.
Yeah, boy.
It's a fantastic piece of work, and if that's something you might be interested in, you can hit him up. You see what an incredible job he does on the channel. His contact information is right there on the screen. Now, in light of that, I thought this might be the perfect opportunity, if you haven't gotten a chance to hear the whole song, with, of course, some comedic accompaniment. Well, here you go.
They're about to drag you. They're about to drag you. In these comments. In these comments. In these comments. Oh, they're about to drag you. Hey, they're about to drag you. In these comments. In these comments. Screenshots say whole thread on fire. You type too quick, now they all inspired. Refresh, reload, naming every line. You hit send once, now you're trending right. They about to drag you. Hey, they about to drag you. Yeah, in these comments. In these comments. Oh, yeah. They about to drag you. They about to drag you. Oh, in these comments. In these comments. Laugh, reacts, flood. Every clap on beat. One wrong word. Now they quote your tweet. Say you did too much. Say you're not that guy. You can log off now, but receipts don't die. They about to drag you. They about to drag you. In these comments. In these comments. Hey, hey, hey. They about to drag you. They about to drag you. Oh, in these comments. In these comments.
Yeah, we gonna need another one. We definitely gonna need another one. And you know what else we need is some merch pics with the "they about to drag you" face. Yeah, it's like a cousin to the "who raised y'all" face is the "they about to drag you" face. Yo, now I know the "they about to drag you" face. I had that anytime my prep school went into Prince George's County. I say they about to, hey, yeah, I got a question. Wouldn't that also be the look that any Americans have anytime Trump travels abroad? That's the look any Americans have when Trump leaves the White House. The dragging begins when his foot hits that step.